Ready to go at 12 o'clock.
Yes.
Call a meeting to order. Notice to everybody who's present. Meetings being recorded, both video and audio, for the borough's use to put on the website at its earliest convenience. Item number 2, roll call, Melissa.
Fred Mogul.
Here.
Jana Barnett.
Here.
Rick Weinhofer.
Here, but I must leave at 12:45 today.
Ron Stanko is absent, and Bill James.
Here. Okay. I can't see this, but item number 3, are there any people from the public who wish to make a comment at this time?
You lucked out.
No public.
Apparently none. Moving on. Item number 4. Christy, you're going to inform us about the update on the borough's wellness program.
Yes. Which, Fred, you can't see, Christy sent me yesterday a quarterly summary, including participation. I'll email this out to the committee once the meeting's over.
Okay.
All right.
Just summarize what's in the report.
Okay. Police Jiu-Jitsu Thursday evening, 6 to 7. It's a weekly off-duty program. Despite vacations, a flooded room, scheduling conflicts, a core group continues to show up. Officers attend before and after long shifts. Skills are progressing intentionally. The value of that is officers are investing in resilience outside duty hours. And next steps on this would be tactical training. In-house is October 7th and 14th. And then afterwards, the program will be redefined with PD leadership and facilitator input. And so attached is the attendance thus far of participation.
When you say a core group, what do you mean? How many people?
It varies, 4, 3. There's always 2.
Is it always the same 3 or 4 people?
Yes, and when there is one solo, then they were getting customized sessions, which I don't know if Kevin wants to speak more to that, because he's been present, but, or I can keep going.
Do you want to add anything about that?
I can, just that it's been very beneficial. I'm usually there each week, and it definitely is it's a good thing for officers who can make this. Yeah.
Why do you think more don't participate?
Wow, I wish I could say directly. I think it's long shifts, so staying after their shift's tough. Because they're working long shifts and their days off, there's not people living necessarily right in the area where they can stop by. It's probably the 2 biggest things. While on the concept of like kind of de-stressing after your shift by going there, just work 12 hours, so it's kind of hard to say. Spend another hour getting sweaty and not going home and eating. So
Don't shifts end at 7?
they do.
And it starts at 6?
Some of the people actually can adjust their shift and work 6 to 6 to make it work. So yeah.
Anything further on jiu-jitsu?
You think something different would be more popular? Or is it more timing thing?
I think it's a timing thing. I think this is probably the best thing because we do defensive tactics and jiu-jitsu already. So that instead of just doing it twice a year, they're having the chance to really kind of, like any skill you learn and do it 2 times a year. It's great for the next 2 weeks, but you're not using it, thankfully, every day in the street. So this is something where they really can become proficient at it. So no, I think this is probably a very good topic. It is what it is, I think, unfortunately.
Chief's very supportive of training of the officers. Do you think we should consider having it during the week? So people wouldn't have to be off shift? I mean, I realize you can't guarantee that there's not going to be an emergency, but
I think that's a unique thing. Chief could probably speak more to that, but that is a unique thing. Like they have calls, so it's hard to say they're not going to be busy. And I don't know last time we had a full staff on full shift. And scheduling's already a nightmare for the chief. I can't imagine. It'd be easy.
They are already allowed. That's something I put into our wellness policy where they can work out on shift. They have to work with their supervisor and there have to be so many people, and that's been difficult right now. I am hoping with our new hires coming on board, they are all into this type of thing already, so hoping that they're going to see that we're providing this and they're going to take part in all of this.
Chief, are you and Paul taking part of it?
I am not, no. My shoulders aren't gonna last in jujitsu anymore. They're not gonna last.
And part of realigning after the internal training and having the facility downstairs and doing the training on site this time, as opposed to Wyomissing, is that other people are going to get acclimated. Like, if you build it, they will come. And we're going to continue to, after that training, with that 30 minutes, work with the facilitator.
Which to back up a little bit there, I think we talked about this at the main meeting, but I don't know that the room was fully finished at that point. Really, the detectives more than anybody in buildings and grounds took the initiative. There was, it's actually the lower level of this room downstairs that had been used for a lot of very old historical filing that has now been scanned and was taken off site. Cleaned up, painted, mats were put down. There's another area kind of over this way underneath in the basement of Borough Hall that the PD was instrumental in getting a lot of fitness equipment donated. So there's 2 areas down there specific to them to be able to work out. I mean, I've told administrative staff and other staff too, anybody's welcome to use it. But I think just creating that space that they're not having to go up to the fire station anytime they want to do something, that's been helpful too.
And we're evolving that. We were there this morning for physical therapy from 9 to 10, and now we've left some of the props out so that in that 30 minutes, it's going to be mentally easier to walk over here, walk down there, know something's set up. So we've discussed internally how we can bulk that up using TRX, other initiatives. So it's a work in progress now that we realize night shift is using it, even though it's not even lovely yet. I mean, it's really not. It's a basement and it's bleak, but we're making it over time what it is. And then there's intrinsical motivators because they're part of it. So that's,
It's only bleak, you've improved it.
I'm sorry.
If it's only bleak, that means you've improved it.
Oh, Kevin, I mean, if you could see before pictures,
Yeah, that's what I'm, yeah.
things happen down there at night. So,
Dispatch center. We first moved into this building.
so that is an evolution since we last met. Would you like me to move on to the fire department?
Yes, please.
Question, oh, go ahead, Fred.
You.
Well, I had a question, which was, the size of the group, is that something that you could accommodate more people, like twice as many with the same effort? Or, I guess what I'm getting at is, if our officers' schedules make it difficult, what if we open this up to like West Reading Police Department and we, if they contributed anything at all to the cost, it would be beneficial to the borough to share that cost. And I don't know if there's been any consideration of that, but what I don't know is, how much you can accommodate, do we have the facilities and space to accommodate a larger group?
Yes, we do.
Right.
And that would be an incredible partnership.
Spring too.
And Spring. And I work at Spring Township differently with Judy Hauk and all of that. And yeah, I did work with Chief Powell at one point in time. And now he's retired.
I don't know if the department, would you feel comfortable working with them in these sessions?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We naturally back each other up on calls anyway. We did defensive tactics the first year, I believe, Chief, with West Reading. It's more just a scheduling thing. So no, that would make great sense. And again, be beneficial to all the communities around. Again, they're backing us up on calls and we're backing them up. So shared chance to work out and work on these tactics together would be amazing. So yeah.
And when they're at a call, they don't have the moments to actually get to know one another. And what I've noticed is the cross-pollination of that, you're getting it differently, even fire and police. Like, there's different, camaraderie is different now. You're not seeing each other at the worst possible moment.
Think about them.
Good idea.
Thank you. All right, so fire. Fire department functional personal training sessions were designed for platoons on Fridays 11 to 12 during duty hours. That is the key differential between fire and police right now. In May, we had 4 full sessions with full platoons, high engagement, clear energy. There is a lull in here, noted on here, June, 2 participants. Other sessions declined or canceled. July 11th, it was quite amazing. Maybe what you witnessed a little bit on Friday, but we had a full platoon. We had a plank contest. They wanted to, like, loser was going to buy lunch. It was lovely. It was, you actually saw the potential in motion. Everyone knows around the table, some wheels came off the bus, and it was noted. So platoons decided sessions were canceled or reduced, not because of a lack of interest, in my opinion. It was rather interference, double booking, misalignment in schedule. And then there was a tipping point where the team was ready, but there was a miscommunication in leadership, which led them without direction. And I was present that day, and then we followed up after that, because that was culture. That wasn't about a workout, and I watched a culture just go boom over months. So because of that, now we're rebooting. Fatigue and overtime are cited. I reached out today, this Friday, they will not be working out. Last Friday, they did work out. So now that there is a direct line of communication, there is ease in this. I am watching platoon members. The difference is they're always stuck together. They eat together, they live together, everything else. So working out, sometimes they really want to be separate. They just do. Like, they get sick of each other. Imagine being together for 3 days. So now we're pairing off. There's partnerships. They do work with a personal trainer just so that we have alignment, functional training. It's based on that. We're going to integrate TRX. There are like 2 guys on each platoon that really are holding each other accountable for workout goals. So we're not messing with that. It's more just consistency, again, with personal training. That seems to be what works the most there. They're open to stretching, they're open to other things, but right now it's more getting the culture back. And last week I heard laughter. We heard laughter. We were up there working out because the basement wasn't accessible. And it was nice to hear laughter. Truth. So I don't know if there's any other questions on that.
Here's just one. Where did all the exercise equipment come from that's in the basement of the station?
A lot of it was
Donated.
By who?
Down Under Fitness, and there's more coming from the Crown Plaza.
I was shocked when I saw all that stuff down there.
Yeah.
Well, and the benefit of that is now some of Reading Fire Department is in need. There's an abundance, so they're going to donate some of the overflow. We're working with the gentleman from Down Under who designs gyms. He's going to help be an integral part of that downstairs. We understand there's logistics, there's still humidity, all of those things, but we're working with what we can. So there'll be an upstairs, there'll be a downstairs. The stepper, we're really working on that because they need steps. I mean, it's functional, it's part of their development. So that's all going on, and they're engaged. Now they're actually having a voice of, no, this works for me, this doesn't, we want this, we don't want that.
I was pleasantly
That'll evolve.
surprised when I saw that equipment down there the other day.
They're working together, and we're utilizing our community.
Yeah.
Michelle's I mean, you have a lot to do with that too. Just the conversations, the police, other departments already work out at Down Under. So. Physical therapy, it alternates locations. It was 10 to 11. Now we've opened it up, and we email ahead of time because the facilitator is open. So it's more what works between 8 and 11. Today it was at 9 a.m. Cross-department turnout, it sparked camaraderie and awareness. Public Works was huge. When they attend, they have consistent buy-in when they're invited, when their schedules permit. Their bodies need it, and they're just really cool. Their energy is, I wish we could do more with them. Because again, and when you drive around in this community, like they were at the Circle today, I mean, their bodies just, they work together. It's just really cool to see. So the cultural win there is, and they also get to see police officers and it's a different cross-pollination. Sessions create bonding and humor. It's not just physical recovery. The fire department did a meme when they were all in restorative poses. I mean, again, it's funny. Like he was just laying there and I won't even say the officer, but they took a photo, and within 5 minutes, it was a meme, and it was brilliant. So, you know, you got to take the wins where you have. And also, they're in a restorative pose, which to get them to lay down on a blanket, it's pretty huge. Upcoming low barrier events, easy things to fit in. So we're integrating a good stretch, which is simple, sustainable, and accessible. That has been approved by PD. And so we're going to keep doing that. We did it last Tuesday and had 2 police and 1 fire. TRX is going to be modeled after a successful responder program in California. It's been proven to work. And so I respectfully borrowed it, stole it, remodified it, don't care how we do it. So we're going to try to set something up in the basement with hooks as well as fire. They can hook it up to the fire truck. So TRX, for you don't know, it's suspension training. It's all your own body weight. Navy SEALs invented it. So it falls in line with resilience and what we're trying to
Great
accomplish.
for golf training too.
Heck yeah, stable core. So again, feel free to join us. And that interest is confirmed. So we're going to move that future, train on the trainer, and sustain internally, functional and team oriented. Even what we were saying with jujitsu, there's enough buy-in that we can start really training the trainers at some point in time over this next evolution if we have it. Key observations: police, consistent, steady progression. Fire, given the chance, they will show up. Public works, reliable and engaged. Lessons learned: there are challenges which are generally logistical. Leadership is a proven lever for engagement. Flexibility of location allows cross-department access. Low barrier programs for the win. And then the ask is the continued funding, because it's no longer a trial, it's actually taking root, investing time on their voluntary time when they are working so much overtime. Rally when a leader sets the tone, and trust and ownership are emerging. So I think this program works if you have continued support.
Michelle, can you remind everybody where we are on track with Christine?
It renews annually, so it would renew in January for the next.
Okay. All right.
Do we know what the fee is going to be for next year? For budget purposes?
I mean, so right now we bake about $40,000 into the budget split between PD and fire. That covers Christie's time in addition to the facilitator. So Jared's doing the training. I don't remember Jason.
Corey,
Sorry.
don't be.
Ace's time, who's the physical therapist, and then any additional programming as well as equipment, materials, things like that. So, I mean, if you want to get back to me, if you propose a rate increase for 26, we can add that.
If you're going to add West Reading, I mean, true transparency, because we are building this and it keeps realigning. I go over hours every month. I don't mind. At some point in time, I would love to not. That's just because I'm an independent contractor. But how you do anything is how you do everything. And we've had to realign multiple times because they aren't out here. So we're modifying.
But we can't wait for a definitive answer from West Reading,
No.
Because, we need to have a budget in place by the end of the year, so.
100%. I mean, if you want to offer more, we can definitely utilize it. Even this
Yes,
morning, there
we're
were
going-
requests for a couple extra props. We're incredibly thoughtful. I mean, we've gotten this stuff donated. Some of those
Yeah.
steppers are like 15, I don't want to quote. It's an absurd amount of money, and so we're working. The facilitators, it's conversations. They're not getting paid what they normally get paid on the street. Like, they're just not. Everyone involved in this is because they want to be. And so, like, this morning we moved it from 9 so the physical therapist could get another booking. So we are in line, but we've built it out of, it's amazing what we've created
Good job.
out of the simple thing. So,
It sounds good.
all right. Anything else from me?
Thank you very much, Christy.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any follow-up questions for Christy?
Yeah. Did this satisfy the? Okay. So if I keep going on this track for quarterly, we're
Much better.
Yes.
cool. Well, no, thank you. Thank you.
You get a gold star.
I like sparkly glitter. Thank you. If I get to ask.
Michelle can take that out of petty cash.
We're close to the budget, sir.
No, if you save one workers' comp claim, it pays for the whole thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's bottom line as far as I'm concerned.
And again, I don't want to be transparent because there is a trust tree here of whom and what, but someone that attended this morning, they followed up and asked for the card. Well, that runs through your Capital Blue Cross. It's not out of pocket. The hope is that that human goes to physical therapy before the surgery. That person's been in chronic pain for quite some time. So you get that intel, but then this is the third time that person has met with her and now comfortable enough to be like, hey, it's also the encouragement of, hey, come on down today. It's the internal reminders. So that does take time. But to your point, yeah, one workman's comp or you're already offsetting and I can do all of that. Tompkins taught me that really well. So I can put money to the pain if you need to. But I just kind of like to come from it's just the right thing to do, but I know that doesn't. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks, bye.
Thank you,
Thank you. I hope you feel better.
and me too.
Do you want this closed? Leave it for now.
Okay, next item. Item 5. Letters of intent to have pull on John in the drop program.
I think they're pretty self-explanatory, both the chief
Yeah,
and.
can you just give a brief, what is the drop program so everyone understands?
They're, how about it?
It's the Deferred Retirement Option Program. So what this does is when we get to pension eligibility for actuary purposes, I was set to retire in 2022. Right now, the pension is showing that you're paying me a pension even though you're not. So by me still being here and me contributing, I'm actually making the pension a little bit more sound than what the actuary shows because it's, like I said, it's showing that you're paying me. So when I drop, my retirement then is set, my pension is set, and instead of, you don't actually pay me, what it thinks it does, it goes into an account. And each month that money now goes into an account, and when I do leave here, that money then I get. It is set at 5 years, meaning I could go at any time before that. That's not my plan, so you know. But at that date, on December 13th, 2030, that is got to be the day that I am done. So it's going to help planning purposes as well for our replacements. You know when we're going to be going. So that is the plan. It will be 34 years for me by the time I get to that. So it's it will have been a career.
Yeah.
But December 13th, I picked that day because that is the day, December 13th of 1996, when I graduated the academy. I only know it is that day because that is my wife's birthday. So she was there, spent her birthday and graduation that day. So that's how I know it. It's the only way. So I figured the day that I actually became a police officer will be the day that I am done.
So at this point, it's your intention to write out the whole 5 years?
My son is only a sophomore, so.
Well, and I know that, you and I,
So-
we've had conversations, so I knew that. But what about Lieutenant Bauer?
No, I believe, he has those intentions as well.
To go out the 5.
Yeah. to go out and try. So,
It's unfortunate it's both the same year, potentially.
yeah.
Sure is.
Like I said, I had quite honestly, it was my original plan when I was still a sergeant, that I was going to drop when I was eligible back in 22. So I'd almost be done, if I had.
Right.
But when I became the chief, instead of working nights and not rolling around with people needing to use jujitsu anymore, it became easier on me to be able to stick around a little bit longer. So that's why I pushed it out to now. So
you have to let us know if you change your mind on that, John.
I would, but I don't see that happening at this point. We've got 5 years, and we've been working at training supervisors, and getting them to different types of schools, and so that when the time comes, you will have people in-house that will have certain certifications and that may look good that you may want to consider to replace both Hank and I. So when we have these two new sergeants come on board, we're going to start with them, and I'll have 5 years to get them up. So you hopefully have a lot of choices in-house, if that's whatever council that is in 5 years, what they decide.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's a good plan.
Personally, I would very much like to continue our tradition of promoting from within instead of going outside.
Well, we can address that when the time comes, Fred.
We don't have any choice but to accept your letters, do we?
I don't.
Formalities.
No, I mean.
No, I think it's not an option either.
Right.
It's your option, not ours.
Like I said, I'll be 60 years old, 34 years doing this. That's a good career for this. I know George Bell went
that's a
close
good-
to 40, I think.
Good.
I don't
good
think I
run,
want to do
Chief.
that.
All right, so we can accept.
All right,
this.
is someone willing to make a motion to approve, or accepting rather, Lieutenant Bowers'
So moved.
letter?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? None, ayes have it. Same motion for accepting Chief's letter of intent to enter drop effective December 13, 2025. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? None. Ayes have it. All right. Next item. 6, Public Works non-lead, job descriptions.
Greg, do you want to take the non-lead on this?
Take the non-lead on this.
Yeah, the lead of the non-lead.
We really didn't have much of a job description for the staff, so between Melissa and I, we went through and created these job
Rick,
descriptions.
could you speak up?
I can.
Yeah, I can barely hear
Why
you.
don't you just move down closer to the mic?
Oh. Can you hear me now?
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
So Melissa and I went through, we really didn't have any job descriptions for the staff. So we created job descriptions for each department. It's kind of self-explanatory. We did the leads last year, and it just took us a little time to get together and get these done. Yeah, we just need approval on them. If you guys are good with them, we'd like to, move forward with it.
Jana did point out this morning, we do need to update every one of them. Under the accommodation section, we need to add with or without. Currently, it only says without, so we need to give them the option to indicate if they do need an accommodation and then what that accommodation would be. So we'll revise these for approval for the council meeting.
And it's to create some structure, that's kind of been my goal since I started, was getting some structure within the departments. So this helps with the structure end of it.
Greg, will Public Works employees be trained in each one of these, so there's like a redundancy? Or are they going to be able to move back and forth between these various non-lead positions?
The non-lead covers any employee that's not, a lead currently.
Okay,
And just because they're assigned a specific non-lead job description doesn't mean they can't go from the streets department to the parks department and do work. It's one department.
okay,
These are just a little more specific to each department.
all right.
I guess the question would be training. Is there cross?
Anybody have any further questions for Greg?
Hold on, Fred, Chris is asking a question.
And just a follow-up to your comment, Fred, is there cross-training or something between?
In some instances, like we're working on now with, the tree department has a bucket truck that's very specific to the tree department. And we're gonna cross-train the parks department on the bucket truck, not all the other departments. So that way we have some more versatility in the departments. And anybody that's on call is cross-trained in the sewer area, because if you're on call, you're going out and unblocking a sewer 9 times out of 10.
One of the job descriptions was specific to trees in the residential areas, but not the parklands. Is there a different job description which is for trees in the parklands, or is there nobody's responsible for those trees? How does that work?
The parks department normally takes care of any tree work
Okay.
in the parks, but then the tree department, if they do need the bucket truck or they need help because it's a bigger tree, the tree department will come in and help them.
Thank you.
So Jana, you started the tree department and branch out from there.
That's a dad joke if there ever was.
Yeah, he's feeling better.
Any further questions or discussion? Okay, motion is here to approve the non-lead job descriptions for trees, streets, storm, sewer and water, buildings and grounds, and parks department, as well as the non-lead mechanic. And we recommend that those descriptions be approved by council, and I'll make that motion.
Second.
That's pending the adjustment?
Yeah, well, as adjusted by accordance with Michelle's comments. Good point, Michelle, thank you.
That was Jen, not me, but you're welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Jen.
All good.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? None? Ayes have it. Okay. Next, item 7, executive session. Anything for us to consider, Michelle?
Yes, I have one hopefully short and sweet item that's really for informational purposes only. There will be no need for action.
Okay, let's call the committee into executive session. And Chris, is there anything further I have to say or do at this time?
No, I think it was announced in the public session that we were going into executive session, and that's sufficient.
And there's no action to be taken, okay?
Correct, yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, motion to adjourn, I'll make that motion.
Second, thank you.
Yeah. All in favor, aye. Thank you very much.